Surcouf. Imagine a submarine with dual 8-inch naval guns mounted on its deck. This wasn't a normal sub, it was a small battleship fighting on the surface of the ocean. Length, 110 meters, 360 feet. Displacement, 4,300 tons. Armament, 2x 203 millimeters. Guns, 1x seaplane hangar. French Navy, Marine Nationale. Built in 1934. Cost, equivalent to a major destroyer of that era. Difference, it wasn't built for underwater stealth. Its metaphor is that of a sniper who had to roam the ocean carrying a heavy gun. It shook maritime strategy. Designers realized that submarines could now defeat surface ships, forever changing naval doctrine. Its size was its enemy, so large and slow that it was impossible to avoid radar and aircraft. In 1942, it collided with a US freighter and disappeared. No one knows what happened to the crew to this day. NR-1. You've ever wondered who retrieves the secrets hidden in the deep ocean? This is it. A nuclear-powered spy that stayed hidden for 30 years. Length, 45 meters. Crew, 13. Limited only by food. Depth, 900 meters plus. Identity, US Navy. Cost, over $100 million in 1960s currency. This wasn't a normal submarine. It was an underwater space station. It could stay submerged for months, conducting research and spying without ever needing to surface. It took deep-sea salvage and mapping to a whole new level. Its missions remain classified to this day. Imagine being 900 meters down, seeing things you can never reveal, secret buried forever with the silence of the sea. Komsomolets. It was the king of the deep, diving over 1,000 meters to set a record before meeting a hellish end. Length, 117 meters, titanium alloy hull, speed, 30 plus knots. Soviet Navy, built in 1983. This wasn't a normal sub. It was a titanium bullet. Thanks to titanium, it was so light and strong. No torpedo could catch it. It made titanium the standard in submarine engineering, forever changing the naval arms race. 1,600 meters down, a fire ignited in the engine room. The reactor shut down, and as it surfaced, 42 men froze in the frigid sea. Even today, its nuclear reactor remains a radioactive threat on the ocean floor. L'Archerik AS-31. This submarine is truly invisible. To any radar, to any sonar, it's just a ghost. It has the power to cut enemy internet cables on the ocean floor. Length 70 meters, hull interlocking titanium spheres, depth 3,000 meters plus. Identity Russian Gugi, a secret deep-sea research unit. This isn't a ship, it's an underwater crawler. Its structure made of titanium spheres handling pressure as if it were air. Birthed the modern infrastructure war, where war isn't fought above but beneath the internet cables. 2019, a secret accident where 14 top-tier sailors died. Russia called it a scientific accident, but the world knew it was a classified mission. That death remains a black hole of mystery even today. Titan, a $500,000 ticket 4,000 meters deep, and in a single click it was all over. This obsession with seeing the Titanic created a danger that engineers had already warned about. Carbon fiber and titanium depth limit 4,000 meters capacity, 5 passengers. OceanGate cost $25,000 per person. This was not a submarine, it was an experimental cage. Carbon fiber was not built for deep sea pressure, yet they made it the backbone of the vessel. Shaping it ended luxury adventure tourism forever, and tightened international maritime safety regulations. The pressure was so high that the implosion lasted less than 100 milliseconds. The human brain could not even process death, a death that was never even felt. Typhoon. If you have ever seen a floating city with 20 nuclear missiles and its own swimming pool, that is the Typhoon, the biggest monster of the sea. Length 175 meters, tonnage 48,000 tons, crew 160, speed 27 knots. Soviet Navy, built in the 1980s, cost classified estimated over $1 billion. This is not just a submarine, it is a moving mountain. Its double hull design is so large that you could fit an entire shopping mall inside. During the Cold War, it made mutually assured destruction a reality. If the world were to end, this ship would be the first to trigger it from the deep. A ship so large that if its reactor failed, the entire Arctic Ocean would become radioactive. This is not just a weapon, it is a doomsday trigger. X-Craft, just 4 men, a tiny steel box, and enough courage to sink any battleship in the world. But the path home was rarely guaranteed. Length 15 meters, crew 4, payload 2x2 ton mines, depth limit 90 meters. Royal Navy, World War II, secret mission unit. This is not a submarine. It is an underwater dagger. Their job was to sneak into enemy harbors and plant bombs beneath battleships. Reshaping it birthed asymmetric warfare, where a tiny metal box could sink a billion-dollar battleship. 50 meters deep directly beneath enemy radar, and the oxygen is running out. You know there is no way home, only death or the mission. Kaiten. This was not a submarine, it was a guided bomb. Japanese pilots took these on one-way missions, a ship with no exit door. Length 14 meters, fuel 1 hour speed, 40 knots, warhead 1,550 kilograms of explosives. Identity Imperial Japanese Navy, World War II. Difference: this was the darkest merger of machine and man. The pilot was not just driving, he was a living component. Reshaping by the end of World War II, it turned naval combat into something out of a horror film. Sitting inside, moving away from your city, hearing the waves, then slamming into your target at 40 knots. There was no abort button,